And that's the part I love about this.
When you meet Robbie Delaney, it's pretty obvious.
The world's first basil-infused rum.
He likes to take chances.
I'm a risk taker.
For example, he has no clue how the aged rum in these 160 barrels will taste.
The fact that I don't know, especially in the room we're standing here, there's more I don't know about this than I do know.
His biggest leap of faith, starting Muddy River Distillery.
Muddy River Distillery is the oldest legal rum distillery in the Carolinas, and we've been here since 2011, so that's all it takes to be the oldest. We're unique because as a craft distillery, we're a single owner, zero investor, zero debt facility. Our business is built on the sale of our rum and not our previous job or a nest egg or investors.
Before opening the distillery, Delaney worked in construction, working in Texas and living in Charlotte, flying home every other weekend.
I just read an article in an in-flight magazine about how the craft beer scene had become such a big deal. And what's gonna follow that? The liquor.
They found the space on Craigslist, naming it Muddy River because it's on the banks of the Catawba River, which floods and gets muddy.
Like any small business, it's scary. You know, I can tell you stories about sleeping here. My wife owned her first forklift before she owned her first car. But it's the American dream, you know. I stopped working for the man and we started small. We made about 30 bottles a day in our still freedom over here.
Say cheese!
Now we do 1,200 bottles a day.
Muddy River rums in 300 ABC stores across the Carolinas. In 300 bars and restaurants. They export to Canada and sell in Chicago, Illinois, my hometown. No wonder I like this guy. Anyway, everything that goes into the bottles made in this building. First up, the distilling room.
This is where we spend most of our time turning that molasses wine into high-proof alcohol.
These can make 1,200 bottles in 18 hours.
Down here is our bottling facility. We bottle with this machine around 30 bottles per minute.
Now for the fermentation.
This guy will hold 2,000 gallons of this molasses wine. So what Jeff's done earlier today is pump out of this tank into the stills to cook them starting at about 2:30 a.m. tomorrow.
So how long will it be in here for?
It's in here for around 2 weeks.
Then back to the barrel room.
The temperature reacting with the alcohol over time.
So it's a lot of science, really.
Delaney says you can dedicate barrels at no cost, so Muddy River Distillery can be part of your story. Maybe a time when you too take a chance.
If, say, you get married or have a kid or something, you can sign up for a barrel. With no obligation, 4, 8, 12, 16, or 20 years from now, I'll email you and say, hey, we dumped that barrel, it's batch whatever of our 16 year. If you choose to, you can come out and buy the product at that time.